Welcome everybody to Dream Right Go. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm DWG. Let's get it. What's up, Dreamer? Thank you so much for joining me here on this video and checking out all of my other videos. I've provided timestamps so that you can jump to the section that interests you the most. You should think of me as being a fellow student or study buddy. This means that I explain concepts to the best of my current understanding, and if I'm corrected or discover a better method, I'll be sure to create a new video featuring the new steps and corrections. Okay, on my last video, which is entitled NovelCrafter Adventure, I received a comment from a viewer by the name of @_gamma, and I would like to address that comment right now. I went on ahead and broke that comment down into 3 sections: importing rough draft, how are notes handled, can you automatically generate codecs inside of NovelCrafter. So here we are on the home screen where the fun begins. You will see a button here that says craft or create novel. Next to it, you will see a button that says import. Let's go ahead and click the import button and see what happens. So we see we have a box that has more information and some options here. Let's go ahead and read this. Import an existing novel. Please select the format as well as the file you want to import. Make sure to use the default heading levels H1, H2 for your acts or chapters. Consult our documentation for more information. Let's go ahead and click on documentation to see what more information we can get. So here we are inside of NovelCrafter's documentation about importing novel from Word docx. You will see that just like before, it says acts should be using heading 1, chapters should be using heading 2, but we have a little bit more information. If you are not using acts, you want to use heading 1 only throughout the document. Also, to import separate scenes, please use the universally recognized 3 asterisks as a divider or many empty lines in between or between your paragraphs. So here we are on NovelCrafter's YouTube channel. What you see in front of you is a document, and the young lady that's there is the teacher that happens on Saturdays by the name of Kate, and she teaches a lot of different things about NovelCrafter. I've told you guys about that before, but what we have here is this is an example of that documentation where she has acts here, chapter, some little bit of information, so on and so forth, and the different headings that you should use. If you go to NovelCrafter's website or NovelCrafter's YouTube, then you can scroll down from this one. You want to go to Getting Started Cozy Mysteries Part 1, click on More, scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see Link to Notion. So here we are inside of Miss Kate's Notion, and she has some information here regarding to what we're talking about now. So if we scroll down, it has here how to format a Word document for importing into NovelCrafter. Let's go ahead and look at each picture. I'm going to click picture 1, and we see here that up inside of Microsoft, here's where the headings are. On picture 2, we would go ahead and see act is selected, and for act we want to use heading 1 or H1, and for chapters we want to use H2. Now here, if you do not need acts, then remove them and use H1 for the chapters, and you have here use asterisks to denote scene. All right, so that's a visual representation of what we just went over from the NovelCrafter documentation section. So here we are back on to NovelCrafter, and our dialog box is still open. You see underneath format the Word docs that we were talking about. If we hit the drop down, you'll see that you also can choose Markdown or .md. And on your screen right now, you're going to see a basic example of what Markdown looks like or .md. However, most of us will be using the docx or MS Word docx format. Next, we're going to see here that it says File, which you can click the button to navigate to the file that you want to import. Once that file has been selected, you would click on Import File. So what I'm going to do now is click on Choose File, and you will see here that I do not have anything that is docx. So let's go ahead and close out of this. What you're seeing on your screen right now is Microsoft Word. I just wanted to show you that I have Microsoft Word. However, Microsoft Word costs money, and the only reason I even have Microsoft Word is because of my regular 9-to-5 job made it affordable for me. I didn't buy this out of my own money. I couldn't afford it. But here goes a solution for you. If you are like me and you can't afford Microsoft Word, here's a solution. What you're seeing in front of you right now is LibreOffice. Now, LibreOffice is 100% free. Now, right here is LibreOffice's website, which is www.libreoffice.org. All you would need to do is go to download and then download LibreOffice. You can choose the newest one right now is LibreOffice 24.2.1. Download it, install it, and there goes a 100% free Office suite for you. What you see on your screen right now is LibreOffice. Take a look at it. See how much it looks like Microsoft Word. But you're going to be saying to yourself, wait a minute, DWG, Microsoft Word uses DocX and LibreOffice uses .odt. How is that going to be compatible? Because over on NovelCrafter, it only takes the DocX or the Markdown or .md. Now, one day I hope that LibreOffice will be on that list, but let me show you that there is nothing to fear. There's two ways to go about this. Inside of LibreOffice, if you click on Tools, then go down to Options, and then go to Load and Save, hit the drop down, click on General, and right here, you can choose to always save as what? We're going to look for the DocX. Right here is Word 2007 DocX. If you want the most recent or the newest DocX, you can choose 2010/360 document, which is DocX. So you can actually make LibreOffice save all your files to the same file format that Microsoft Word uses, which is DocX, and LibreOffice is 100% free. Now, let's just say that you didn't do this. Let's say we have this document in front of you right now, and you will notice that I have it saying Act and Chapter, and if I scroll down a little bit more, you will also notice that I have the 3 asterisks, which is the same that you saw on that document, because what I have in front of you right now is a basic sci-fi story that's just made up real quick for this demonstration. So what did it tell us to do? Well, it said that acts need to be H1, so I'm going to highlight this act, and then I'm going to go right here and choose H1. Then I'm going to highlight chapter and choose H2, just like it instructed us to. If I hit this arrow right here, you'll see that there are more headings underneath there. But for right now, all we need to worry about is H1 and H2. So let's scroll on down, and I'm going to choose the rest of them and change them to H1s and H2s. Okay, so as you've seen, I changed all the Act 1s to H1s and all the Act 2s or all the chapters to H2, and you saw that there are the 3 asterisk signs on there as well. So let's save this as a DocX. We're going to go to File, Save As, and in here, we're going to choose the drop down, and we're going to go to, we could go to Word 2007, that's a DocX, but let's go for the newer one, which is going to be right here, Word 2010/360 doc. We're going to choose that, and then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to leave this as NC import test and hit save. It's going to give us a warning to say, hey, you know, you're not using the ODF. Is this what you want to do? And I'm going to say, yes, this is what I want to do. And it will save it in the DocX format. Let's go ahead and bring NovelCrafter back up. Okay, so like before, you see that the format is at Word DocX. Now we're going to go ahead and click on Choose File, and you see right here is the document that we just saved as a DocX. We're going to click that and hit Open. Now that it has been selected, and you can see right here, NC, which is standing for NovelCrafter import test.docx, right? All right, now let's go ahead and click on Import Novel. And here we are, friends. It has imported the novel or the short story that I put together. It has imported it into NovelCrafter. Right now, it is underneath Grid View. You can click on Outline, and it'll come up like this. I'm going to go ahead back over to Grid View. And then from here, you see chapter 1. You can click the little pencil if you want, and it'll bring you over to the right, and you can see the information for this little sci-fi story. Let's go back over to Plan. You can also hit the three little dots there, and you'll see that there are some options there. You can copy the pros and so forth and so on, okay? Now, we can also go down to where it says scenes. We can click on the pencil. Where will it take us? It'll take us here. Let's go back to plan. We can click on the three little dots, and you see that it gives us even more options for scenes. So there's different options underneath chapter, and there's more options underneath scene. Now, I myself have a lot to learn here, just like a lot of folks, but look at these options here. Chat with scene, detect characters, summarize the scene. There is a wide variety of stuff, a whole lot of fun that is waiting for you. Now, with that said, this video has gotten to be a little bit longer than I thought it would be. However, we did pull in a comment. We found the import button. We talked about the different formats and what to import. We talked about the MD, gave you an example. We saw some visual examples. I gave you a 100% free Office suite so that if you do not have Microsoft Office, you don't have to worry. You still can save it in DocX. We're hoping that one day that NovelCrafter might support the open source LibreOffice format. We also imported a sci-fi story into NovelCrafter. We're looking at a few different options that are going to make for great information for later videos. So join me on the next video because we still got more stuff to go over. Very exciting time. Remember that you want to go ahead and check out NovelCrafter. Very affordable. They are not sponsors of mine. I am not getting paid. These are very good people with very good hearts with some great piece of software, and they're getting it done. I'm DWG. Peace.